Hello, everybody. Welcome to Board Game Chat.
Hi, Angela. Hi,
Hey.
everyone. How is everybody today? We are here with another board game chat, and today we are going to be talking about what, Angela?
We're going to be talking about travel games.
That's right. Those are games that we travel with when we go somewhere. It doesn't matter where it is. We take these particular games with us, and we each have 3 games. Is there something specific that you looked into when you decided what games were going to make it into your list today?
Today, I've chosen games that are tiny because usually when we travel, it's international, so I don't want things taking up a huge amount of space. And a couple of these games are games that I have taken traveling, and they've worked out really well.
Okay, so they've been tested.
Yes, tried and
I
tested.
love it. As far as the way I picked them, all of these games have traveled with me for sure. And when I look into a traveling game, like Angela said, it has to be small because it has to fit in my luggage.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the whole box. There are some that I can, as long as I can put it in a Ziploc bag and take it with me. If I know the rules pretty well, then that will fit into this category. Also, I look for games that are going to fit on a table nicely. So real estate. I don't want games that are going to take a lot of room because I don't know how much room I'm going to have. I remember one time I went traveling and I had all my games, and when I got to the hotel, the table was this thin little thing. Like, okay, there goes all my games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the last thing is replayability. I want to make sure that I can play it again and again, and it's going to be a new experience every time because I'm going to be stuck with just a few games. I don't take that many travel. When I travel, I don't take that many games with me. So the ones that I take with me have to make it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, cool. So do you want to get us started, Angela? What's
I
your
can get us
first?
started, yeah. So my first travel game is this one here, and I'm going to try and hold it to the right side this time so it doesn't interfere with the graphics. The Mind. So it's just a tiny little card game. And this is a game that we took on a cruise with us, and we sat in the lounge and we just played it over and over again. And a few people would come over and say, "What are you playing?" I think I sold a few copies of that cruise actually, because people seemed very interested in it. So this one here is you're trying to get rid of all the cards, but it's hard because you can't talk about what cards you've got in your hand, thus the name The Mind. So you kind of have to pause and wait and see what the other player's going to play. Have they got a card that's close in number to the one that's showing? Have they got a massive gap? And you kind of have to use your interpersonal skills more than anything else to try and get rid of the card. Yeah, it's a tough one, but it's a lot of fun. You can have a giggle.
Is it 2 players? More than 2 players?
I think it's two to four.
2 to 4. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It plays brilliantly at 2. So
okay. Yeah, that's because usually, I don't know about you, but usually I'm only traveling with one more person. It's rare that I travel in a big group.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So I also look for good 2-player games. Great. I like it. The Mind. Okay. So for my first one, it's a pretty popular one that most people have seen or heard about. There it is. King Domino. It made an entrance because, of course, it's the king. And just like the name says, King Domino is dominoes, but our style. So we've taken dominoes to a whole new dimension. And what you're doing is you're matching the dominoes, but you're creating a kingdom. And the scoring is interesting because you're going to be multiplying depending on the tiles that are the same. So if you build a long, big plane, old dot is going to give you points. And it has another component where the tiles that are the terrain that they have very few of scores higher than the terrain that is more common. That scores you less points. So you have to kind of choose your strategy. Do you want to wait for the higher point terrain, or do you just make a big land of the terrains that are more common but score you less and win that way? It has a very controlled table presence because you know exactly how much space you're going to need because your tableau is going to be 5 by 5, I think. I don't remember, but it's controlled. You can make it bigger if you'd like, but that's King Domino. I'm sure a lot of people have heard about this one. There's also Queen Domino and a whole bunch of dominoes out there. Euro dominoes.
You know what? You just taught me something about that game that I never realized. I don't know if I missed it in the rules or not. I didn't realize that different territories, there were different numbers of territories. I just usually play it like, yeah. So thanks for that.
There's actually, I have it right here. There's a list in the back of the rule book. Oh, I'm so terrible at this thing. There we go. That tells you how many of each there are, and these are the highest scoring ones, and there's less of them, but they have more crowns.
I had no
So,
idea.
yeah.
I'm sure. Like, yeah, I don't think I knew that. So awesome.
Cool. And it's really easy. I don't take the whole box because I did the box. But all you gotta do is put the tiles in a Ziploc and put the meatballs in a Ziploc, and it comes with these little things. But I don't take these with me. I don't need that. Just
Yeah.
I don't take the castles. I know which one is my kingdom.
Yeah. I brought some cute promo castles.
Oh, cool.
That are like they're other people's IP, but not. So like one of them's obviously frozen,
Nice.
but
Okay.
not quite frozen. But you know that's what it is. Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool
Those I
game.
will take with me.
Good
Never
choice.
pimped out like that. Nice. All right. Let's hear your second game then.
Okay, so my second one is this one here.
By the way.
Llama the
Ooh.
card game, and it's another
Llama.
tiny little box.
Yep.
It also has little tokens, this one, so it's not just cards. There's
Alright.
scoring tokens as well. So Llama the card game, let me check the player number. I think it's 2 to 6 again? Yes, 2 to 6. And it doesn't take up much room, as you can see, and it's a kind of Uno thing where you will play a card, draw a card, or pass, depending on what you can do. And when you're playing a card, you have to play from memory. It's been a while. One card, the same card, so the same number, or the next number up. And the llamas are a 7. So the cards go 1 to 6, and then the llama's a 7, and the llama loops it back to 1. So if you play a 6, you can play a 6 or a llama. If you play a llama, you can play a llama or a 1, and it sort of loops around like that.
And it
So
loops around.
kind of like Uno. Yeah, and if you get stuck with cards in your hand, that's when the tokens come in. You have to collect them, and you don't want to collect them because they're like negative points.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where the tokens were coming in. Okay, great.
Yeah.
I understand now. So you either play a card or you have to token. Got it.
Yeah, and it's just a hoot to play as well. Like when I play it with my family, we all yell llama when you play a llama card, and it just turns hysterical if you get like a run of llama cards one after the other.
Okay, so the trick is to implement house rules and play with the llama boardgamegran.
Yeah, llama.
Llamas are cool. Very nice. So my next one is also a card game. Let's see if I can put it into, there it is, like that. So this little guy, oh man, it's Animalchemist. And it's basically hand resource kind of a game. So you're gonna have 3 things to worry about. What your objective is to make spells, because you're an animalchemist, right? So you're an alchemist, but you're an animalchemist, which means the art is beautiful.
Okay. I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, so you're an animal, but you're an alchemist. I'll show you some of the art as I tell you what it's about. So you're trying to make spells. In order to make spells, you're going to need some potions to make spells. For example, here's a green potion. In order to make potions, you're going to need ingredients. So you have to kind of think ahead, because you want to make a spell, which is what's going to give you points. But for that, you need to first get ingredients, then get potions, mix them together, and what do you get? Bitty bitty boop. I'm kidding. So here's some of the cute, adorable animal art, and each animal has is that upside down? I think so. Yeah, and each animal has a special power, which makes it a little bit of a power. It's no big deal. It's almost the same power, but still. And the spells can hurt the other players or give you an advantage. So there's that as well. Really fast, really fun. I don't remember how many players, but because I usually play with 2 players. But I think, and the booklet is like very tiny, so I like that. I'm pretty sure it goes up to 4 at least. But that's Animalchemist.
Awesome. I like the artwork on that one.
Beautiful artwork. That's what attracted me to it.
The artwork on this one isn't as cute as that one, but I really liked it. And it's called Photograph. It's actually a re-implementation. I think the other name of it's Wind the Film, because it's about taking photos.
Wind the film. Gotcha.
So we've got, it's 2 to 4 players, 30 minutes.
30
And
minutes,
what
okay.
you're doing is you're collecting cards and trying to make a row of film as if you had taken those photos. So they have to sort of be in sequence, and each card's got a number that tells you what sequence it is. But the trick with this one is when you're playing cards in the sequence, you're not allowed to move the cards in your hand. You know, like usually you would sort them and go, oh, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. But here you might have the 4 at the front and the 2 at the back, and you only get to wind the film once each round, so you can move one card in your hand into the position that you need it before you play it.
Okay.
I hope I've explained that okay.
So that's the gist of it, is using that winding the film to put it in the right place. Ooh,
yeah, and it's really cute as well. I'll put up some artwork from it, obviously.
I wanted to ask you about that, because you said that the art wasn't as cute, but it seems to me like with that
the art on it's sort of plain. Well, you can see it here probably. Let me see if I can get that. So the art on it's sort of plain looking.
Okay.
But in an adorable sort of cute way. I really like the art in it. I think it's lovely.
Okay.
And it takes up a little bit more table space, this one, than the other ones that I've mentioned, but not
right,
too
because you're placing the store.
Yeah,
because you have to put the once it's ordered, you have to put them down on
the tableau on the table of the cards that you can choose, and then you also need space to put your own film sequence where you're playing. Yeah.
Okay, it's good to keep that in mind. Well, talking about having a game take up a lot of space, this game does the complete opposite. This is Upside Down.
Oh, I know the one. Yeah.
Palm Island.
Palm Island. Yeah.
Yeah. So this game is played in the palm of your hand. Yeah. So not only does the island have palm trees, you're going to be playing the whole game in the palm of your hand. So this is a perfect. Actually, it's 17 cards. Here's the game. There's a little bit more flavor in the box once you're done with this, because this game actually plays solo, plays competitive, and it plays cooperatively. So it's only 17 cards. That's all you're gonna need, and it's hard. It's a Euro game. If you see, there's resources that you're going to be. This is fish, for example. So you're going to be collecting resources, and all is done in the palm of your hand. So you want this resource, and I believe this one is free. What you do is you go like that. Now you've got a resource. You put it in the bag, and you make your next decision. Sometimes you're gonna need your fish to get stuff, and once you do, you'll either rotate the card or you flip the card. It'll tell you what to do. And finally, some of the cards, let's see if I can find. At the end of the game, the cards that are looking up, they're gonna have a little star, and those are victory points. So you're collecting points. But this is one that I have it in my purse all the time. And if I'm at the doctor's office or at the grocery store, anywhere that I'm making a line, I can just get it out, I can play. And if I'm not finished, I can just leave it, put it back in my purse, and I'll know exactly where I'm at for next time. Because it has like a tracker. You have to do 8 rounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then see the little numbers, 7, 8. So you know exactly where you're at. So you can just pick it up and continue. So Palm Island, that's definitely one that I always have with me.
Yeah, I've heard of that one before, and I've seen, I think I saw a video of it, and it's fascinating that it all plays in your hand. Yeah, I wondered how.
Very clever. I wish more games did that. I saw a video of another one that did that, but I never found it. And I like the theme a little better because it was fantasy. But I'm happy with this one. I'm happy with the resources, and it's interesting. You feel the Euro in it, and I like that.
Oh, good. I'm surprised neither of us chose any like wallet games or button shy games. You know, there's ones that come in a little plastic wallet, but they're really hard to get here. So that if anyone's wondering, that's why I didn't have any, because obviously they're great for traveling. Just put them in your pocket.
Of course. Right. I don't own any of those. Maybe later on, but right now, if I have to travel, these are the 3 that usually go with me. And like I said, Palm Island is always with me, but then the other 2 I just they're a little bigger, so they go in my luggage, and And I think I think we both kind of are geared more towards card games when we travel. I saw that you
Yeah.
picked a lot of, yeah. It's just easier. You sleeve your cards if you want, and then it's more protected. And so yeah, I do like card games when I go away. Those seem to be really easy. Well, I think that's it. Do you have any honorable mentions? Anything else you want to add?
Nothing I can think of other than those button shy ones.
Right.
I'm hoping next time I'm in America, I will once again, because even when I'm in America, I look for those. You can get like a box set of them, and I still haven't seen it anywhere. So we'll see how we go.
Okay. Well, then that's it. You guys need to let us know what topic to talk about next. Thank you to, was it Carl? It was Carl that gave us a topic this week.
Oh, do you know what? I don't even know. I should have checked that, shouldn't I? Thank you to whoever it was. It's much appreciated.
I think it was Carl, but I think it was Carl again, but I'm not 100% sure. I know it was on your channel, but I think I read it. But so thank you so much. And if anybody else has any suggestions, keep them coming. Carl, if you have any other suggestions, you can see that we listen to you. Carl's a nice guy. Anyways, I guess we'll see you guys next time.
We will.
All right.